anymore. I'm outside the Capitol today, July 3rd. The House is getting ready to vote on the big budget bill that will add $4.5 trillion to the U.S. debt, cut food aid, cut health care, perhaps close many rural hospitals, conduct a number of policy changes, and extend some tax cuts, particularly for the higher income. And it's a major bill. It's Trump's signature bill. Hi, will you talk to me about the bill, sir? Is it a beautiful bill or ugly bill? Are you concerned about the rise in the debt? He won't even speak.
I know. It's a beautiful bill, man.
Tell me why. Can you talk to me about the bill, and is it big? I mean, is it beautiful or ugly, or what about the debt?
I am a legislator, yes.
And what about the bill? Is it
yes.
Tell me about the debt and deficit.
Medicaid. Don't raise the deficit. You're killing people by voting for this bill. It kills people.
He gave a thumbs up to that. He gave a thumbs up to killing people. Guys, is it a beautiful or ugly bill?
You're not helping. You're helping.
Sir, how does raising the debt help?
Oligarchy and billionaires. You're giving them tax cuts.
He's yelling back at you.
The poor to give to the rich.
What about the bill? Are you concerned about the debt?
I'm very concerned across the board.
Thank you. Sir, which way did you vote? Are you concerned about the debt? Are you concerned about adding $1 trillion to the deficit? Will hospitals close in your state? Given the sizable shift in policy and changes in tax and spending in the bill, I came down here today, wanted to speak with some lawmakers. Notice most Republicans won't speak at all, or answer much at all, except they saying they did vote for the bill and they love Donald Trump. You won't say? Are you embarrassed? What about the debt? Are you concerned about the debt?
Mama, we did it!
Woo! You raised the debt. How about that? Raise the debt.
Good job.
And the deficit, $1 trillion to the deficit.
Well, the Biden administration put $9 trillion, so they didn't do their job.
When the U.S. dollar is impacted by this. Are you worried about the election? How did you vote on the bill? Are you guys concerned about the debt? Are you concerned about the U.S. debt? Are you concerned about the U.S. debt?
The only ones that are talking about it are the ones that go, hell no. Yeah. Everybody else is like, don't talk to me, please.
I know, even the spectators. Are you concerned?
That was a strong no.
All right, there we go.
Good for you.
Solid no. I was a solid no.
Hell no.
Good.
So was he.
Sir, do you think this will have an impact on the 2026 election, this vote? Do you think? Sir, do you think this will make an impact on the next election?
I think a big impact.
How many hospitals are going to close in your state?
To be determined. I got to talk to them. It's not a good day.
Okay. Did you vote on the bill? Sir, did you vote on the bill?
Absolutely, I support the bill.
What about the U.S.
It's a
debt?
big, beautiful
Do you
bill.
love increasing the U.S. debt?
I couldn't be more proud of this bill. What it's going to do for America.
Are you happy that people will lose
Excited.
their health
I
care?
raise my hands in
Are you
victory.
happy millions of people will lose their health care and food aid?
Yeah, you're smoking the.
And what about the debt?
You're going to be able to get health care when
Donald
you need it.
Trump will go down as the best president we've had in the history of our country.
So you
The
just love
history of our
Trump
country.
And you're what?
more than anything else.
And many of the American people love him. They think he's doing great.
So do no Republicans care about the U.S. debt and the U.S. dollar?
Donald Trump is
Do you
the
care that
greatest
Moody's-
thing since sliced bread. Is Donald Trump not the greatest thing since sliced bread?
Wow, these guys. What about you? Are you are you concerned about the U.S. debt and the downgrade of the U.S. credit?
Absolutely. Can you imagine if the Democrats would have gotten their way? We'd be so much worse off.
This
And I
is all
think
on
the
you.
impact
It's all on you.
is also going to be anticipated. I think the healthcare community generally, hospitals, suburban, city, rural, are going to be affected differently. Healthcare providers differently. SNAP cuts will come in a little more gradually, but there's going to be a great effect on people over time.
Do you think this will help your
think
party in 2026?
I think it probably will. Yeah, I'm sure it will. I think the American public are going to see what has been done to them as opposed to what's done for them. And I think they're going to be very upset about the cuts that have occurred. I also think the public is generally concerned about the huge deficit that is being created.
Yeah.
$3 to $5 trillion in new debt from a party that has said we're the party of fiscal responsibility, we're the party that wants to cut the debt. So that wasn't discussed a lot, but I
Well,
think
they wouldn't answer me when I tried to ask them about that, because I have noticed that the value of the U.S. dollar is slipping.
the dollar has slipped substantially. We had negative growth in the last quarter in GDP.
And Moody's credit agency
All
downgraded.
three credit agencies had
And
devalued.
so are they moving their money elsewhere, or your Republican colleagues? Are they putting their money someplace else?
I don't know the answer to that, but this bill is going to have a negative effect, in my opinion, in the long term. Now, its immediate effect is going to be psychological on a lot of people, but it will also be financially substantial. 17 million are projected to lose health care. 17 million people.
It's a lot.
Not only is it a lot, but what will happen is they will then become the uninsured. They'll get sick because inevitably we humans get sick.
Right.
And they'll go to a hospital or a provider, and it will be uncompensated care. Well, it is uncompensated from the person who's sick, but it's not uncompensated in terms of premium costs will go up. The hospital will have to get money to keep their hospitals running. So when you have high uncompensated care, it drives prices up for everybody else who is paying the bill.
What about the loyalty that your Republican, across the aisle, that they seem to give 100% to Trump? And we saw earlier this week, Senator Tillis said, "Well, I guess I won't run again."
I think it's a very unhealthy relationship that now exists between the Republicans and the president. We don't want a king. The founding fathers made sure we didn't have another King George. George Washington was president with limited powers constrained by the Congress. As the founders intended in putting the Congress Article 1, we're the policymakers. We authorize the expenditure of money, and the president executes that. Unfortunately, this president and Russell Vought, who is the OMB director, are of the opinion that the president has almost unlimited powers. And that's not what the founders wanted. That's not what democracy means. We are a representative government with the Congress establishing policy and the president carrying it out.
There's a lot of big money in politics, though. The primaries are too much money in primaries, right?
A lot of money.
A lot of work to be done,
Too
huh?
much. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I
Nice to
really
see you.
appreciate seeing you.